Try thinking of some other well-known qualities that you're aware of to help you understand the nature of what a quality is. I use honesty a lot as an example because it's effective and it's not too complex to understand why we say honesty is a quality. It's not just something you feel, and it's not just something you do. When we say that a person is honest, we're describing a quality that they have. It's not just something they're doing. Now, as a quality, honesty involves feelings. Yeah, sure it does. And it also involves acts. But it is inappropriate and inaccurate to say that honesty is a feeling or it is an act. So how does it involve feelings? Well, for example, part of what is making a person develop the quality of honesty is the way they feel about being lied to and about lying themselves, right? The way that person feels about truth and truthfulness are motivating her to want to be honest. But her just feeling honest doesn't make her an honest person. She has to demonstrate a commitment to honesty over time. That's when we say that that person has the quality of honesty. When others think of her, a defining aspect of her personality that comes to mind is that she has a strong interest in and a commitment to being honest. She's reliably trustworthy. So that's just honesty as an example. Empathy, like honesty, is a quality. All you unhealthy people out there who just revel in the idea that your emotional disorder has granted you some kind of special superpower, it's a reflection of ignorance and reveals the belief in a person that they believe that qualities are just feelings. So, and it's no different than love. For example, my father telling me he loves me while at the same time abusing me. Abuse of any kind is completely contrary to what love is. So what can we accurately conclude about my father's attitudes? That he believes love is only affectionate feelings inside of yourself. You see, that's the belief that love, honesty, empathy, these are just feelings that I experience inside of myself. And I can completely betray those feelings and behave in completely contradictory ways, and I can still say that I'm experiencing empathy and love. Why? Because it's just a feeling. I still feel love. I still feel empathy. I still feel honest, even though I'm lying to everybody around me about everything. But these things are not just feelings. Love is a quality. And yes, feelings are involved. Action is involved. But it is not feelings and action just on its own. Empathy is a quality. Honesty is a quality. When my daughter gets testy and irritable with me, and instead of immediately taking offense, I first try to understand the context of her irritation, as if I were her, in her body, experiencing the world through her eyes, so that then I can understand her irritation from a first-person point of view, and then hopefully feel something similar to what she might be feeling, and then sympathize with it. This is me demonstrating the quality of empathy. The empathy may allow me to go from offense to a more compassionate response very naturally. Now, that's not a given for a reason I'll explain to you in a second. But pay attention to the fact that it's not just that I'm going through these motions for my daughter. What's even just as important as that? The reasons for why I'm going through those motions. What is motivating me to take the time to try to empathize with my daughter before taking offense? Well, if it's true empathy, the thing that would be motivating me is care, kindness, love, patience, goodness. Love being the primary one. If I have developed the quality of love, it goes hand in hand very well with empathy. Because I love my daughter, I say, I don't want to treat her in any way that is not justified or is heavy-handed or anything like that. So let me take a second here to try to put this into context. What must she be feeling? From what perspective is she coming from? Then I begin to feel what hopefully is similar to what she's feeling, and I can begin to relate from a first-person point of view. Now, the reason why I say that empathy may allow me to go from offense to a more compassionate response very naturally is that it's possible that after I empathize with her, I'll conclude that her behavior is still not justified. It's still not justified. It's still not excusable. So that's the reality with empathy. I developed the quality of empathy, right? I applied that quality in my dealings with my daughter to help me decide and arrive at a just and fair conclusion before I act or before I take offense or before I respond, any of those things.